Kobosk and True, and welcome to our debt-free journey. Thank you for joining us. If you like our video, please help support our channel by liking and subscribing. Our channel is basically going to be, it's about our journey staying debt-free and, our ups and downs. And, hopefully you guys will join us on our journey.
Yes. Mainly budgeting, some maybe life stuff associated, grocery haul. We just did a grocery haul, stuff like that. So we're going to be talking about week 3, January of 2021. And so to start off with, our income, we expected it to be $833, but we actually made $913. And expected the second income line to be $519 and ended up being $562. Actually, I was shorted half an hour because I don't know, something happened, and anyway, so the actual normal income if I work full hours should be around 570, around that time, around that range. Extra income, we don't expect any extra income to be coming in, and this is the 8,272 is the rollover from week 2, which includes our checking buffer, which is around $5,000, and the current balance of our cash envelopes as well as our sinking funds. And the internet, so do you want to talk about the current bills that we have for week 3?
So week 3, our internet is $80 a month.
It actually should be less, but Koa really wanted.
I wanted to have a little bit higher speed. We were getting like the very basic minimum speed, which we stream a lot of Netflix and YouTube and stuff like that. Playing games server. Playing on the internet, playing games and stuff like that. Tends to slow things down a lot, and so
we do play games a lot. So
want a little bit faster speed, so now we're paying 80 for 100 megabytes a second, I think, or something like that.
Actually supposed to be it's supposed to be like 600 or 800 Mbps.
Right.
But we are getting 400, around 300 to 400 Mbps.
Well, that's also our Wi-Fi router. You might get more if we're plugged straight into the router. Then you will get the amount that you're supposed to get. But your Wi-Fi router is also limiting how much because it spreads out those signals to different devices, and so you do a speed test, and you'll probably have lower speed on the Wi-Fi than you would if you were plugged directly into your internet. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So that's our internet, and then of course our supplemental tax. This is our return, right?
No, our bills. Supplemental tax, the first half.
Right.
Because we just bought a house end of last year after we became consumer debt free. We saved up some money to pay and used our emergency fund to buy a house, and so this is the first half of the supplemental tax that we owe. So that's $686.84. I checked this morning and it went through already. They cleared it. The check got cleared, so that's why I put the actual amount. I know we're a little bit late on our week 3. It's supposed to be a preview, but some of the bills have already gone through for week 3, so I'm putting it in there. Our week we have set up, the way we have set up is from Friday to Friday, so which is our paycheck, from paycheck to paycheck. So that's why the bills that went through on this Friday, we already have it listed under the actual. So actually this needs to be changed. I can't do math.
Well, you want to add those two together?
And
then it's going to be 700.
Okay.
66.
66?
66.
Okay.
And 84 cents.
84 cents. So that's the total bill, which exactly comes out to, unlike last week 2, it comes out to exactly the same as predicted. And the leftover would the.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to mind that in my head.
Actually, we won't know the leftover because we might make some extra income this
That's
week.
true.
I don't know.
And we might have another bill that goes out. We
Right.
don't know, so let's just
So
leave that.
let's just leave it like that. And
Because you might have to erase that again, and you get all frustrated.
right, and we can do this for the future videos where we can count our money in our cash envelopes, what kind of budget we're starting off with. We just withdraw money once a month, just because the nearest bank to us is about 47 minutes away.
It's pretty far,
so we all just go to the bank once a month to withdraw the amount though. So maybe, which is why we need that big checking buffer that we have, which accounts for a lot of this money.
So maybe next month, at the beginning of the month, we can do like a cash stuffing envelope video for you guys. But we won't do those every week.
Cash counting.
Yeah, right. But we won't be doing that every week, just because since we don't go to the bank every week.
Right. So we're starting off with $154.96 in our grocery budget. That's what we have left. We started off with $250 for our grocery budget.
Right, but this weekend we did spend $101 and something cents.
Right, and this is what we're tracking our. So for groceries, $37.45 already.
What was the big one? We went.
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. That was the wrong week. Was it the wrong week? No, that's week 2. So week 3. I'm sorry. This is where week 3 is. And we forgot to talk about this stuff in our week 2 video. The totals. Anyway, for week 3, we spent so far about $108 for grocery. We just did a grocery haul video on that.
Yeah, you can watch that video if you like.
So far we spent. We're not even halfway through the week yet, but of course right now it's Sunday, so auto. Fuel.
Yeah, that's gas.
Fuel, gas, utilities, the internet bill. So that's how we're tracking it, color coding each spending category. So
let's go back to. There we go. So we'll at the end of the week we'll put those actual numbers in there because we don't want to put them in now because it's the beginning of the week. We might spend more money. So
yes, probably. And we have about $201.70 left on our fuel envelope. It's actually less now because we did put in gas. We started off the month with $250 per month budget. Dining out, we started off with $50. We already spent it within like the first couple of days of week 1.
Like the first hour.
Maybe, yeah. So one of the things that we have to adjust is, or maybe our dining out, or maybe just have more self-control. I don't know.
Yeah.
Entertainment, of course.
We pretty much used up all that in dining out.
Right. And to be fair, we did take out from the dining out envelope the money for Jolly January Savings Challenge with the Budget Mom. So okay, and it's also $1 from the entertainment last week. Clothing, we still have $50 allotted for the month. We still have that. Haven't spent anything yet so far in the month, and we don't know what will happen. And we
haven't borrowed it into another one either. So
right. So right now, the week starting, we don't know how much we'll spend this week. Work and school supplies, we have $37.65 left. Personal care, we still have $50 that we allot for the month left. Koa's fund money, we're saying at 0. He still have most of his money left, but he's saving it for his own special project. So the total envelopes that we expect to have budgeted for or available to us is $545.98. That's for the rest of the month, but for the in terms of sinking funds, everything's staying the same as week 2. House and home.
Okay.
This is basically $20, $50. Those are the amounts that we are budgeting, allotting, and saving for each month for these categories. So that's on track so far. We haven't spent anything. We don't know what will happen for week 3. House repair and maintenance, we have $275 left off of the $350 per month that we are saving. And PSN, we allotted away $5 per month for our PSN subscription. PSN subscription is like if you don't know, like PlayStation Network. It's for gaming. And VPN, it's zero. I'm not sure if we're doing this right, but I've set it's zero because we already used the $18 plus whatever that's in the actual sinking fund for VPN because we just paid the annual fee for VPN.
Right. Yeah.
So
I think that's right.
So pretty sure the actual we're gonna be zero for this week because we already took care of the bill. Union fee dues we already paid 3 months ahead. The next one is in May 1st.
Let's see. Well, it's January. It'd be all through January.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be
3 months.
February, March, April, May 1st. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's when the next payment will come out, and we have by the time, and we do save $18 a month for union dues each month. So we should have enough for the next 3 months by the time the 3 months come around.
Right.
So we expect this to be zero. So the sinking funds total, we expect there to be $500 left in our allotment for the sinking fund.
Hopefully.
So no, we don't have any carrying debt, and in terms of so zero. Extra savings. We don't want to do the extra saving until the end of the month. So at the end of week 4 is where we're going to be talking about how if we are able to save.
Yeah.
If we aren't able to save, or if we are able to save, maybe how much, that kind of thing. Because we don't, So Jolly January challenge from the Budget Mom, we actually took out from the grocery envelope this. We already did for this on Friday when the week started. Took out $16
for the letter P for happy is our word. So
which is $16, and just want to show you, January. This is so for week 3, $16 plus. So total balance for the Jolly January savings we have is $27. So it's coming along. This is the first time we've done something like this with the Budget Mom. So it's kind of fun. It's not too much, so it's not, and it's forcing us to save from money cash envelopes that we might
overspend on. Keep us from that.
Yeah.
I guess we have to, at the end when we save all that, we got to discuss what we're going to do with that happy money.
Mm-hmm. And this is just a little money thought that I've put down for the week is for week 3. Is segregate expense trackings for bank accounts and cash envelopes / sinking funds separately, segregated so that we have better tracking. Because right now, the way we're tracking it is all together and it's a little confusing. So if I have, just like how the Budget Mom does, like if we have bank accounts, expense tracking for that separately from the actual cash envelope stuff, it's easier to see. But the way I indicated is, for the cash envelopes, I put a little envelope icon next to it so that we know that's for the cash spending from the cash envelopes. The rest, like this check, supplemental taxes, it would be, it would go under the, hopefully we'll start doing that next month. It'll be under a different tracking expenses thing.
Right.
So, okay. So that's it for what we predict that will happen for week 3. And I was thinking we can talk a little bit about how we are doing with our sinking funds projection. Do you want to talk about, our furnace situation? We just recently...
Right, so we can go over that. So because our water heater is not working properly, the insurance is looking to have it replaced for us, but we still have to pay... they're paying for the water heater, but they're not paying for the service of removing and bringing it in. So we still have to pay the maintenance guy, not maintenance guy, but the repair guy to do all that.
And then there's a Title 24, which is a California certification law kind of thing, where they have to test the
certify it.
ducts and certify that there's no leaks and stuff like that. That's like $800 by itself.
Right. So we're looking at around $2,000.
2000.
So what we were gonna originally we were thinking about just pulling it all out of our savings.
From the check buffer, which we will have to do
But
partially.
we totally didn't even think about it. And True reminded me we do have our home repair sinking funds that we're saving for. So we're gonna pull most of it. We're gonna pull money from there.
$875 is what we have in
right.
that sinking fund.
So we'll use up all that, and then we'll supplement the rest with our buffer fund and our emergency fund money there to help pay for that.
Right. So that brings us to, I made this on that date, so ignore that. But that brings us to the current situation where we're gonna need to meet our yearly goal of home repair and home improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Our yearly goal is 4,200. We want to save that by the end of this year, 2021, and we have 11 months to save that because we're going to be taking
the money out,
emptying it out.
Yeah,
it's going to be zero again. So we will have the full amount left to save, which means per month we're going to need this amount, $381. Right now we're saving $350 per month, so we actually have to save extra to meet this goal now because of the,
right.
And then possibly a new car. Well, not used car for me because
we only have a second car. Really, it should be car number 2.
Right.
So
and
yeah,
this is for the future. Maybe by the end of this year, we might not be working in the same place because Koa might be going off to job sites and driving longer distances and all that stuff. So we might need a second car. And in order to prepare for that, we want to try and save $5,000. And in order to do that, we have to save $454.55. We have 11 months left. Emergency fund, we want to save $6,000 this year. 11 months left. We already have $1,752 in our Ally Invest savings account.
Right.
We have $4,248 left. We will need to save $386.18 left
a month just to get to that number.
Right. So this whole total,
right, which is down here, which is $1,222.62 in order to save that much money.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. We have to say that per month, which we don't make that much money.
Because with our current budget, we are only able to save around about $500 a month. That's like if we're on our best behavior. So, and then we already have built into our budget $350 for the home repair sinking fund.
Right.
Like every month we take out money. So with that $500 that we expect left over, the wiggle room at the end of the month, plus that $350
that we're already saving,
minus those two together from this is
$372.62. So this is how much more money we need to make in addition to in order to save
to meet
that goal, or goals, I should say. So that's going to be tough. We can do, and True has signed up for, what can I say, DoorDash. So we do have that option to do some DoorDash on the weekends and stuff like that to make up that goal. We really can't add hours to our job because we're already working full-time, 40 hours a week, and there really isn't like
sometimes we get
overtime.
Lucky. He gets lucky sometimes.
Sometimes, like if work gets really busy, they might say, okay, we need to stay for an extra hour or two, but that's really not a guarantee. We need to do that every month. So that's probably not gonna. We're not gonna be able to do it through our work. We have to go outside our work and find some way to make a little extra cash.
Right. And I was thinking,
or take money away from some of our other budgets that we already do.
Right.
Which can be tough. I did notice that we do have $200 a month, $250 a month on gas. Right now, we're only spending about $30 to maybe $40 at the most a week on gas. So that's $40. That's only $160. So we can probably take
that's true.
half of that, cut our fuel budget in half, since we don't really use that much, and then put that towards that. That'll drop that down quite a bit.
Right. That's a good idea. So we can do that.
Because right now we work
And
a
if
few
we
miles
don't,
away. So
and if we don't meet the car fund, it's fine because we can always drop the amount to 3,000. I don't need a fancy car. I just need
right, well,
something that
that's just
will.
for a down payment or just downright paying for the car itself.
Right. Right.
But yeah, and this is a maybe anyway. We don't know exactly when we will need the 5,000 for this second car. Um, let's put that in there because
Okay.
car number 2.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, we can push this back a little bit to later date and time, but it would be nice to have it just in case. Um,
And we actually that's actually we'll see at the end of this month close out to see how our because we still have another half of the second half of the supplemental text coming through. So one of the months before June, that's June, we won't have any savings. So those are the months that we're gonna be with the $500 wiggle room we have with our budget and our bills and everything. What's left over, we're gonna have to definitely for sure do a bunch of DoorDash or whatever other things that we can do. Maybe
right.
hopefully by that time, maybe his work picks up a bit more and we can ask for overtime.
Right.
Maybe.
And also, if you guys have noticed, you see here vacation, and none of this is actually filled out. The reason for that is because through the Carpenters Union, they actually set aside vacation money that you get at the end of the year. Now, this will be the first time that I'm actually getting that because when I started a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, I was right at the window where I wouldn't get it for that last year. I'd only get it for this year. So it should be a nice big
So like
paycheck.
a fiscal year kind
Yeah,
of thing.
and this first one will probably be a lot bigger than it normally would be because it's also including
that's
the
true.
previous year.
So
So
we're
we don't
expecting-
know how much that's going to be.
Yeah.
So that's why this is blank.
Right.
So we won't fill this out until we actually get that vacation fund.
And plus, the due date isn't until the third month of next year. And by that third month of next year, we'll have for sure. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like around 4,000. So pretty sure we're gonna have that funded. You know.
Probably right away.
Right.
Off the bat. Now I do plan on taking some. It'll be about 100 and something of that vacation fund that we get. A lot of people have advised me to pay the union dues right off the bat and just pay 1 year's worth of union dues, which is about 100 and something dollars. So I am thinking about pulling some of that from that. But we'll discuss that at a later date and time once we see how much that is.
So that's it.
That is it for week 3. What else did we want to talk about? Did we talk about? Oh, and to kind of help save money too, saving gas and stuff like that. I wanted to talk about one of the things that we did with our water heater was to reduce the heat on the water, which at the time it seemed like a good idea.
For the water bill. It's for the electricity. Gas bill. I'm sorry.
The gas.
Our gas bill's been big.
Well,
but
yeah.
It's not going to come out until week 4.
Right. So one of the things we did is we put our water heater down to, I put it down to like warm, and then True wanted to put it down to vacation.
No,
no, you did. You said you want to put it down to vacation, but the heat wasn't quite. You turn it all the way on hot in the shower because I like hot showers. And even when washing dishes, like the water it takes so long to come through and to get that heat. And the shower is just not quite hot enough. It's barely warm, I would say. It probably feels more like room temperature than anything, and that's just too cold for me. So we put the water temperature to warm. So hopefully that will reduce our gas costs as well. So save a little bit of money there.
And because from our week 2 video, on there we discussed that our actual water bills, which is water, sewer, trash combined, it actually came out to about $6 more, even though we really, because our dryer's been broken and we've been doing laundry off-site. So actually I was thinking our bill is going to be less than $100, but actually came out to $106. And that's because of the rate increase. But in order to, just today, COA adjusted the irrigation interval for.
I hope I did. This is a brand new house, and so the irrigation little box thing is
Not a
kind
brand
of
new house,
it's
but it's we
well, it's new
new
to
to
us.
us.
But the irrigation thing is like a really old irrigation thing, so it's kind of hard to really read and understand what it is. It's just a few buttons, and you kind of switch around. So it was going off every day,
Yeah, every
every night.
day.
I should say it goes off in the middle of the night, and so I hopefully reduced it. Not only put it to go off 3 days a week instead
Yeah.
of all 7 days a week. So we'll have
Yeah.
to keep an eye on that and see. Hopefully that worked.
Hopefully that we can see how it pans out for the next month's bill.
Right,
See
and
if
reduces the
yeah.
water bill there too.
I mean, I think for winter we can even bring it down twice a week. I don't know, but for summer for sure it's 3 times.
Well, if it rains, then we can just turn it off.
Mm-hmm.
But it hasn't really rained yet here,
Mm-hmm.
so I mean, it did a little bit.
California for you.
Well, Central California, so
Right. Northern. Anyway.
Northern Central. It's the California Valley.
Yeah.
Central Valley. All right.
All right. Thank you guys for coming along our journey. We're still learning. We don't even know if we're doing this right still, but we're trying. And like and subscribe. It'd be great to know that there are people watching. That'd be great.
Right. Yeah. Just hang out with us. Maybe learn from our mistakes.
Yeah.
Learn from our successes. And
we are in our mid 40s.
Early 40s.
Still, learning. So
yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you for joining us, and hopefully, you guys have a good evening.